All right, folks. Hey, I'm going to do a quick video in between the series, and I'll do one of the series videos tomorrow. I've already got it mapped out what we're going to do. I'd like you to watch this. This was in one of my videos a long time ago. It's a quote by Cicero, who was a Roman philosopher, 43 A.D., Marcus Tullius Cicero. Some of y'all may know who he is. But I want you to, I'm going to play one of his statements, and then I'm just going to play a couple newscasts. I want you guys just to think about this.
A nation can survive its fools and even the ambitious, but it cannot survive treason from within. An enemy at the gates is less formidable, for he is known, and he carries his banners openly. But the traitor moves among those within the gates freely, his sly whispers rustling through all the alleys, heard in the very halls of government itself. For the traitor appears not as a traitor. He speaks in accents familiar to his victims, and he wears their face and their garments, and he appeals to the baseness that lies deep within the hearts of all men. He rots the soul of a nation. He works secretly and unknown in the night to undermine the pillars of a city. He infects the body politic so that it can no longer resist. A murderer is less to be feared.
A murderer is less to be feared. Marcus Tullius Cicero. Okay. Now watch this. Just imagine Iran screaming in the streets, "Death to America, death to America." We all know Iran absolutely hates America.
There are growing concerns that hackers could break into our state election systems. The investigation is now expanding beyond Arizona and Illinois, where hackings were discovered in July. Homeland Security is alerting election officials around the country to potential vulnerabilities in their systems. This comes as the intelligence community investigates whether Russia is tampering with this 2016 election cycle that we're in.
I'm going to stop there for a sec because this is what's called propaganda, so they can put the election under the control of the Department of Justice, or they can control the outcome. So this is what's called front loading, but this is not where I'm going with the quote from Cicero. Just keep watching.
FBI Director James Comey insists. He says because of the disparate nature of our electoral system, he does not believe that cyber attacks, although he's concerned about them, could change the game.
In the meantime, that $1 billion cash payment to Iran for American hostages may have only been a down payment. Officials saying the real number may have been more like $33 billion.
Remember the alleged $500 million for hostages? To Iran, under the cover of night, flown in a plane. This is y'all's money, by the way. This is taxpayer money. $33 billion in cash and gold. Would you want some answers?
And assorted cash and gold paid to Iran in secret over the last 2 years. One Republican congressman grilling a diplomat who worked on the Iran deal. Listen.
You tell us who made it. If you can, you're here to testify this subcommittee or this committee. Who can tell us? Was it a condition? Was it a condition of the Iranian government, or was it a decision of the United States Department of State?
The condition of the deal was that there would be immediate payment. We knew that Iran had critical economic needs that it had to address immediately, and that would not be addressed by the removal of the broader Iran sanctions.
Certainly, there are other ways to make an immediate payment other than at the middle of the night, what appears to be a drug drop.
Congressman Jim Hensarling, Texas chairman of the House Financial Services Committee, with us now to talk more about this. Good morning to you, sir. I mean, we knew 1.7 before, 1.7 billion. How do you get the 33 billion?
Well, we're just scratching the surface in this sordid affair. So yesterday, unfortunately, created a whole lot more questions than it did answers, Bill. So we know that there was more money changing hands in the lead up to the president's disastrous deal with Iran. But I think that these sums are just now coming to surface. And also, again, it's the cash nature. The sums are vast to the largest state sponsor of terrorism in the world, and that's not just me saying it. That's the Obama administration State Department that says that. And so we know that payments have been made in the 2 years that were leading up to the nuclear agreement. We know that ransom was paid, and now we're learning much of this was done in cash, and it was done in secret. It was done in the dark of night. It was done in unmarked planes. Cash is the currency of terrorism. But we don't have answers to.
But if you go off the hearing from yesterday, this figure, sir, is 15 times higher than what we knew even a week ago. How do you get there in the cash and the gold, etc.? Well, why did this administration think it was so necessary to go this way?
Well, I don't know. Again, we didn't have answers to the questions. We have requested documents. We have not received them. We have demanded documents. We have not received them. So now we are subpoenaing documents. And in fact, we wouldn't even had administrative witnesses there yesterday had I not subpoenaed them. So the administration claims this is all above board. They claim that these figures are all, again, legal and above board. But if they are, why have they been so secretive about them? Why are these cash payments? I wish I could tell your viewers today how we got to this $30 billion figure.
But you stand by that number, correct?
To the best of our knowledge, yes, that is a good number.
You're saying that's a fact, $33 billion.
I believe that is a fact. I have no evidence to the contrary. And I would invite the administration to come and push back. And we would also invite the administration to again explain why are they making cash payments, the currency of terrorism, to the largest state sponsor of terrorism in the world. They didn't have to do this. This is money that could have gone to the United States Army. Instead it's going to the Iranian Revolutionary Guard.
There's no way of knowing. There's no way of knowing if any of that money supports terrorism.
Give me a break.
It's untraceable. It's untraceable when it's gone in cash. It could have gone through the normal banking, international finance chain, so there would be a chain of custody. It could be traceable, but the administration chose to do it in a different way. And this is a regime that, again, is not just funding Hezbollah and Hamas, but is also trying to perfect their intercontinental ballistic missile technology with missiles aimed at our country. And it almost seems like the administration is being complicit in this whole affair. They haven't answered the questions. We don't know why they're cash payments. We had no idea that it was now up to $30 billion. They have a lot of explaining to do, and they haven't done it yet, Bill. And American people should be outraged.
The phrase that drug drop is used, and some Democrats on the committee were highly offended by that. We will see how the facts play out. Thank you for your time today. Jeb Henselman there from Capitol Hill with an alarm.
Wow. Wow. Let's read that again. Marcus Tullius Cicero, a nation can survive its fools and even the ambitious, but it cannot survive treason from within. For the traitor appears not as a traitor, but speaks in accents familiar to his citizens, and wears their face and their arguments. He appeals to the baseness that lies deep in the hearts of all men. He rots the soul of a nation and works secretly to undermine the pillars of the city, infecting the body politic so it can no longer resist. A murderer is less to be feared.
Secretary Clinton said there was nothing marked classified on her emails either sent or received. Was that true?
That's not true.
Secretary Clinton said I did not email any classified material to anyone on my email. There is no classified material. Was that true?
There was classified material emailed.
Secretary Clinton said she used just one device. Was that true?
She used multiple devices.
Secretary Clinton said all work-related emails were returned to the State Department. Was that true?
No, we found work-related emails, thousands.
Did her lawyers read the email content individually?
No.
Now he schooled Mr. Comey on Mrs. Clinton's intent of mishandling classified material.
In your old job, you would prove intent, as you just referenced, by showing the jury evidence of a complex scheme that was designed for the very purpose of concealing the public record. She affirmatively rejected efforts to give her a state.gov account. She kept these private emails for almost 2 years and only turned them over to Congress because we found out she had a private email account. So you have a rogue email system set up before she took the oath of office. Thousands of what we now know to be classified emails, some of which were classified at the time. One of her more frequent email comrades was in fact hacked, and you don't know whether or not she was. And this scheme took place over a long period of time and resulted in the destruction of public records, and yet you say there is insufficient evidence of intent.
Gowdy finished with what he said is most concerning about the double standard for Hillary Clinton.
You mentioned there's no precedent for criminal prosecution. My fear is there still isn't. There's nothing to keep a future Secretary of State or President from this exact same email scheme or their staff. And my real fear is this. It's what the chairman touched upon. This double-track justice system that is rightly or wrongly perceived in this country. That if you are a private in the Army and you email yourself classified information, you will be kicked out. But if you are Hillary Clinton and you seek a promotion to Commander-in-Chief, you will not be. So what I hope you can do today is help the average person, the reasonable person you made reference to, the reasonable person understand why she appears to be treated differently than the rest of us would be.
So I just wanted to conclude with just a brief statement. If you can't see what's going on, that they're all protecting each other. Obama's protecting Hillary, is protecting Comey, and Comey's in the middle. And, you know, Comey was probably part of a money laundering scheme also. Everybody's got the goods on everybody. So the body politic is completely infected. And it's obvious who this guy is right here, right? Y'all know who the Mahdi is, right? He's the one that leads the Islamic Jihad for world Islam. So, anyway, this is just what I wanted to do very quickly, just to show everybody it's coming. Tomorrow I will put out a video and I will show you guys the manifestation of the spirit of this new race of beings in a way that is so perceptible. I haven't ever done it before. And so we're going to do a kind of a new thing I've never done before. And it should be very interesting if everybody will participate. So I'll do that tomorrow. I just wanted to put this up because it's obvious that the entire government is coming off the hinges right now. The Bible says in the end, everything that's secret will be made public. Not that they're talking about all the secret deals going behind the scenes, but, you know, the other race of beings that has taken over. This right here is a manifestation exactly of what's going on, because there's a traitor inside of you. In every human, we are our own worst enemy, and there's a traitor that works inside of you to destroy you, and his name is Lucifer, and he's the traitor, Satan. And he's inside of every human, and it's the flesh. The flesh is the enemy. That's exactly what the Bible says. The flesh lusteth against, the flesh wars against the spirit, and the spirit lusteth against the flesh. And they are in opposition to each other. And we have this beast system trying to take over. and it's happening right in front of our eyes. Anyone who lies is a child of Satan, period. If you haven't repented of all lies, you're a child of Satan. Satan is the father of lies. So if you lie, you're a child of Satan. That's all there is to it. So anyway, I just wanted to call these two out on the carpet, Obama, Hillary. It is what it is, right? All right, guys.